Hi, welcome to the video tour of Mini Challenge 2. For this analysis, we have used the concept of points of interest, also known as POI, which is defined as any location where the user stops for more than 5 minutes. The POI has a diameter of 50 meters. For example, shopping complex. POIs can be classified into 4 buckets: recreational, home, work, and suspicious. Let's begin by classifying some recreational POIs. This chart shows the location of the user spending at a particular establishment, a Bila Zakharov based on their credit card swipe time. As most of the users are concentrated at one point, we can classify that point as POI. As you can notice, there are also a few users present at a different location, and we classify these users as anomalies. The right hand side shows both credit card and loyalty card data, which is searchable and paginated. Now, moving on to classifying home POIs. We begin with POI distribution over time. This plot shows for a particular user which all POIs were active for a given time over multiple days. As we can see, for user 1, POI 0 is the location where he has been present at least once for every time duration during the 2-week window, thereby making this his home POI. Just to clarify this further, let us just unselect weekends from this chart. Now, as you can see, he is never present at POI 0 during office hours and is present there only at non-office hours. Similarly, POI 2 is the place where he appears during work hours 8 am and noon, and then 2 pm till 5 pm, thereby making that his office POI. After classifying some of the POIs, you can hide them from this chart simply by unselecting their box. As you can see, the chart now doesn't show POI 2 anymore. So this way we identify home and office POIs. There can also be another way of analyzing POIs, which is by looking at the frequency over time. That is, how many cars were present at that location at that particular time over days. Let's analyze some POIs like this. POI 0, if you remember, is the home POI for car 1. As you can see, this POI is active during non-office hours on weekdays, thereby strengthening our claim that this indeed is a home POI. Now moving on to POI 1. As you can see, this POI shows a peak during morning hours, which would mean that this can be a coffee shop. Now looking at POI 2, which we know is an office POI, as we can see during weekdays it does show a characteristic specific to office POI. Now, let's move to the map of Abila section. This section mimics the location of the users over time. You can select date, time and cars to see where they were traveling at that time. You can also select and unselect POIs once you have classified them. Here I have already classified the POIs for you. Now we will show you an interesting example of a suspicious case. During our analysis, we suspected that 3 employees have been meeting at POI 64 every weekday on a regular basis. So in order to analyze that, we entered POI 64 in the suspicious POI section and unselected all other POIs. Selected the date to all days and time from 17 till 19. And now all we have to do is click play. Only the cars that were present at this POI during this day and time will be shown. The plots on the right top side show the number of cars present at a particular POI, and the chart below that shows which car was present at which POI. As we can see, every day on weekend around 1800 hours, POI 64 will have 3 cars, and those 3 cars will be 14, 18 and 21. And there we go. It is as simple as that. Now finally moving to the last section for this challenge, the spending analysis section. This section provides charts to analyze a person's spending through various ways. The first chart compares spending for all the employees. However, it might be useful to compare spending by department rather than that for whole company, and you can do that by selecting department. Down below, you can analyze an employee spending distribution either across establishments or across dates. Similarly, this last chart allows us to analyze the sales on an establishment across employees as well as across dates. We hope you liked our video too. Thank you.